Yamaha are currently kings of the 250 class. In 2021, not only did factory Yamaha star Maxime Renault pilot his WR250F to eternal glory by claiming the MX2 World Championship, but the Blue Crew have been dominating in America as well, with both Justin Cooper and Colt Nichols picking up Supercross championships earlier this year. And that's not even mentioning Dylan Ferrandis claiming the 450 MX title in the summer as well. It's safe to say the boys in blue are on a roll. But just how good is Yamaha's 250 platform? And is this race-winning machine really the best bike to use as a base to create a dirt bike for the masses? My name is Max, this is 999 Laser, and today we're testing Yamaha's all-new 2022 WR250F to see whether world-dominating motocross tech translates into all-encompassing dirt bike fun. Let's go. Right, so we're here at Rogers Hill Raceway today, this awesome facility down in the south coast of England. There's a motocross track here, there's a stubble field for us to rip around, enduro loops, kind of like an enduro cross course at the top of the hill as well. They've got it all here, so it's going to be a good day riding the bikes. And what bikes are we riding? The new 2022 Yamaha WR250F. Like I said in the intro, this bike is based upon the 2021 YZ250F, the motocross bike, which is a world-dominating machine. So we're going to hit the track today and see whether that world-dominating machine makes a good platform for your everyday motorcycle rider. So I'm going to get geared up, I'm going to hit the track and have some fun.
So here we are then, Rogers Hill Raceway, and I have my first little ride on the all-new Yamaha WR250F, the Enduro bike. Well, let's get through here. Oh, we're Enduro riding now, boys. Oh, water splash. Well, oh, some guard. So WR first came about back in 2001. It's Yamaha's Enduro spec bike. Had updates around the 2000s, electric start in 2003, only frame in 5 I think. Big update in 2015 and in 2020. And that brings us to the 22 model. 22, it's got a new cylinder head for better mid to top. Slightly different suspension settings. Oh, just call me Billy Bolt, look at me go. Ha, yeah. WR has a 6-speed gearbox. This is interesting, a 6-speed gearbox compared to the 5-speed transmission of the motocross bikes. And I asked, what's that for? Why do we have that? Basically, whoa! It's for more top end, more top speed. So when you're on the enduro circuit like here, and there's a big open straight, 6 gear, you're just going to get more out of it. So the way Dylan told me, it's if you get 5th gear pinned on the motocross track, you might hit 60 miles an hour. 6 gear spin on a WR, you might hit 70. So that's what I do for the big long sections on an enduro track. The WR250, it has different mapping modes. So you can see on the bar there, that blue light on like this is soft mapping. So map 2, which is the softer mapping, for if it's a bit slicker, like at the moment, it's good for that. But going on from the mapping settings, you can change those settings with the Power Tuner app on your phone and customise them. So if, say you're on an enduro section and it's slippy in one section, really tricky, hard enduro, and you need softer settings, you can adjust that and then you can switch it back to your harder settings for the open, wide open stubble fields like this. In terms of suspension, obviously enduro suspension is a little bit softer than motocross settings. And that's just generally they are. Because you're using a bike for different things. Oh yeah, that's proper enduro cross. Let's do some hard enduro, boys. So yeah, that's some hard enduro, let's say, more extreme enduro. I don't know if your Billy Bolts and your Johnny Walkers have classed that as hard or extreme, but for me, and from us just transferring from the stubble field, that was pretty extreme. And I'm quite proud of myself that I got round without dying. And the WR250 did the job. Now what do I think to the bike then? It's a very intuitive ride. Easy to get on. I've never ridden a WR before, mind. You get on and it's very user friendly. Obviously we know the motor is a lovely motor, but ergonomically very comfortable to ride. And because this is the WR version, she has been tamed down the motor, I mean. So I do feel like the average person could just come and get on a WR and have some fun in trails much like this. Right, so Dylan's going to show us here the Power Tuner app. It's obviously connected by Wi-Fi then. And what's the app called? Just Power Tuner.
Power Tuner. So we're going to send it MX Feeling Power Map to map 1.
And what's the MX Feeling you said?
Yeah, MX Power Feeling.
So it's a bit more aggressive. More aggressive than what was on there.
Yeah. And then we're going to send this map to map 2.
Easy as that. And a question, obviously a lot of people that buy dirt bikes aren't qualified to fuel in map a bike. How could you do damage by setting the numbers all wrong, or is there like a parameter?
Change it to a certain extent where
Yeah.
you wouldn't cause damage, you might run a bit lean, or
You might not perform, but you're not gonna do.
But no, you can't.
You can't get a squid like me and go, oh, I'll go 10, 10, 10. Yeah. Okay, good. Right, so here we are, coming towards the end of the day now. And we've hit one of the motocross tracks here at Rogers Hill Raceway. And we're just testing out the WR in conditions that I'm more familiar with, so I can really discern the difference between this bike and a race bike, a race motocross bike. And I've been on track for a rider like me who's I'm not the quickest guy here by any means. This bike doesn't feel, slow, especially when we switch it to the motocross settings. So now we're a bit more aggressive than we were when we were just in the woods there, which is making these jumps here at Rogers Hill easy peasy. Yeah, it's a little less tame than you'd expect from a motocross bike, really. Oh quite a nice track. This bike, it also sounds a bit weird, you know. I don't think that's because it's a WR. I just think that's what these 4-stroke Yamahas sound like nowadays, with that engine of theirs, the kind of the way that's configured, gives that kind of growl that you can hear. In terms of suspension, you can really feel here on the motocross track how soft that suspension is compared to the normal motocross bike. It is nice and plush, I quite like it. But over jumps like that, maybe it's bottoming out a little bit. That's strange going, those gears are so long, because it's got that 6th gear. I'm shifting up through the box and I probably don't need to, I can probably hang on to those gears a bit longer, you know. See again there, I didn't need to shift up at all like that. But is the WR, is this platform, which we know is championship winning pedigree, is it a good platform for the everyday biker? I don't know, I'm going to think about that for a while. And I'll cut back to myself in the studio for a conclusion.
The 2022 WR250 is one of the friendliest, most confidence-inspiring rides out there. It's a great all-rounder that will tackle any challenge you throw at it, from open trails to technical obstacles and even big-ass motocross jumps. This was evident from the reactions of some of the other testers on the day. We had a selection of riders from across the biking world, from pro motocross riders and Dakar finishers to road bike racers and dirt virgins. The WR was accommodating and welcoming to all, from beginner to pro. However, this isn't just simply a learner bike. With those custom mapping options, you can truly tune the WR into a competition motorcycle, which isn't surprising given the pedigree of that motor. Don't get me wrong though, this thing isn't a replacement for your motocross machine. That's not what she's built for. She just isn't quite aggressive or hard-hitting enough compared to a 250F motocrosser. And the suspension is a little soft for big jumps and aggressive riding. Although the brakes, which are from the YZ, are fantastic both on and off track. The WR comes with some features that aren't needed on the motocross bike, such as the speedo, odometer, and the front and rear lights, which are obviously essential for the type of riding that this thing is really built for. The price is also pretty friendly. The WR Enduro bike is 100 quid cheaper than the YZ250F. Okay, so it's not a motocrosser, but the WR250F could potentially be the perfect stepping stone into dirt bike sport. And it also has the potential to become a great competition machine in the appropriate discipline. Plus, your casual motorcycle rider that fancies owning a WR for green laning and trail riding could quite happily turn up to the local practice track on this bike and catch the motocross bug. And for that reason alone, I'm a big fan of Yamaha's WR250. Thanks for watching guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know if you want to see me do more tests in the future in the comments down below. But as always, my name is Max, remember to like, share and subscribe, and until next time, I'll see you at the track.